My Singing Monsters has been around for 13 years, and so in today's video, I'll be going over every single anniversary month that we've gotten and see what they rank on a tier list. Starting off with the very first anniversary month in 2013, this one was special. It introduced the first new class, and it also introduced the first new island since Gold Island came out a year prior. This was the main thing added during the month, though we also got the hotel structure and the storage structure. The other new monsters that came out later during the event were two new double element ethereals for Ethereal Island, with those being Geode and Voodoo, and Sugarbush was also made available on Gold Island. I'd say that 2013 had a reasonably solid anniversary month, especially for being so early on in the game, and so I'd place it in B tier. Moving on to 2014, we started off with basically nothing. Everything came later in the event, but the things that did come later in the event were huge. Going from smallest to biggest, we got a few structure upgrades, with those being the maximum mine and the enhanced nursery and breeding structures. Going on to the new monsters though, this one was huge. We got Wubbox and Ethereal Island, and also the introduction of the first ever rares. This was big for the game, as this would be a massive turning point in how often the game would get updates, though we didn't get any of the rares until a few days later when we first got rare Furcorn. 2014's anniversary was also pretty solid, so I'd place this one right next to 2013 on the list. Now, making our way to 2015, this one was genuinely terrible. At the start of the event, we got nothing, but that changes when we get to the end of the event, where we still got nothing. We didn't get a single bit of content for the entire month, besides the release of Dawn of Fire, which I won't really count as it wasn't content for the main game. My ranking for 2015's anniversary is clear. I'm putting this one in F tier, and honestly I doubt any other year's anniversary will even come close to this one. With a change of attitude, 2016's anniversary month was pretty good actually. And it started off with the game looking like this, to it looking like this. They upgraded every single menu graphic in the game, and it completely changed the game. In other updates, they added the Mirror Islands to the game for the first time, as well as a new map update. This was long overdue for the game up until this point, and honestly, thank God this happened. Just imagine if the game still looked like that. I'll put 2016's anniversary in B tier once again next to 2014, as while it was a great update, we didn't get enough actual content in the game. I'm referring to things like rares, structures, anything like that. Going on to 2017, this one was also kind of bad, just like 2015's, but they're not comparable because this one's so much better. Throughout the event, we got an update for the mailbox, boring, linked notes on Composer Island, boring, and for the main big update, Wubbox and Wublin Island. This was kind of underwhelming, honestly, especially for the game's 5th anniversary, but I wouldn't say it was terrible like 2015's, so I'd put it in C tier. Next, we have 2018's anniversary, which was kind of big, just like 2014's. During the event, we got Young Scartar and Celestial Island, new Star Shop decorations, new hotel decorations, and finally, the introduction of the epic monsters. This event would have been very underwhelming if we didn't get the epic monsters, but since we did, I'd argue that this year's could go in B tier, slightly above the other meh updates. These last ones might seem low, but as we go further in the ranking, they only get ranked higher and higher, so you see why these ones are lower. Now, making our way to 2019, this one was huge for the community. It started off with Fire Frontier being released, but quickly turned into something even bigger when the 4th fire element was revealed to be Psychic, not any of the natural elements like we thought, transforming the island into Psychic Island. This also marked the introduction of the magical class, which is one of the most impactful additions the game has ever seen, with the magical still receiving content. But alongside that, mythical monsters and previously PS Vita exclusive decorations were added to the game, which, that's good. 2019 was one of the most exciting anniversary months ever, especially because of how unexpected and community driven it felt with the hashtag Team Cold, Team Earth, and Team Air contests leading up to the reveal. I'd easily put this one in A tier. Now for 2020, the game went all out again. Right at the start, we got the Colosseum, a brand new mode with the battle mechanic costumes and exclusive structures. It's a shame everyone hated this update though. Everyone hated it. That was until we got to the end of the month, where luckily they saved the anniversary by dropping Light Island at the end of the event, and I think we got weekly updates with new monsters for every week past that, I'm pretty sure. So Yeah, getting both a new mechanic and a whole new island in the same anniversary month is crazy. For that reason, 2020 definitely goes in A tier right alongside 2019. 2021's anniversary brought even more big updates. Seasonal Shanty was released with its own seasonal monster jamboree, Rare Wubbox came to Ethereal Island, and the Collect All button was finally introduced. But the biggest moment of all was Epic Wubbox arriving on Plant Island, which is one of the most hyped features in the game's history. Epic Rebro was also added later in the event. Between all of that, 2021 was an amazing anniversary. I'm putting this one in S tier as this update gave us everything the fans had been asking for years. Moving on to 2022, the 10th anniversary was aight. This was the first time the event lasted 6 weeks instead of just a month, and the content we got was great. We got Strombone, new decorations, costumes, a level cap increase to 100, quality of life changes like better bakeries and torches, and even improved graphics and sounds. But the highlight of this event was the finale, which was Mythical Island, which completely changed the game going forward, giving us completely new mythicals to look forward to over the following year. And on top of that, the anniversary year started, which carried content throughout the next following year, which I will start talking about now. But I'd say that 2022 deserves an A tier ranking. Now, let's talk about 2023's anniversary month. And honestly, this one was insane. Right off the bat, we got Adult Ludwig, which was already exciting, but that was the least exciting thing that came out this month. We also finally got Gold Island Epic Wubbox. That alone could have carried the entire event because players had been begging for it for years, and when it finally dropped, the community absolutely lost it. But it didn't stop there. We also got Bazinga and Nerve, two brand new monsters, one of which had been teased for a while up to that point, plus Epic Jamboree, and the entire Jamboree family had finally made their way to Gold Island. On top of that, the event gave us the 11th anniversary monument, the Spirit of Creation decoration, which was honestly amazing, and even some new rares throughout the weeks like Rare Fiddle and Rare Astropod. Then we got the cherry on top, the Ethereal Workshop update. 5 brand new Ethereal monsters, Eureka, Mivkin, Flaret, Gazooks, and Oglet, alongside double ethereals being added to the Colosseum. This is one of the most single-handedly content-packed updates in the history of the game, all wrapped in to anniversary month. 2023 wasn't just good, it was legendary. This is easily an S tier anniversary month. Then in 2024, we got a slightly more boring anniversary. The 12th anniversary added even more game-changing features. We got Rare Wubbox on Wublin Island, Epic Jube, Epic Yostrich, the new user interface for the Book of Monsters in Market, and the big addition at the finale of the Titan Soul Phosphorin Flux, which tied directly into the Titan Soul mechanic. Well, I mean, obviously, this script is terrible. Titan Souls were also announced, and the Mirror Magical Islands were added to the game. The main issue I had with this one is that they slowly dripped out content as they gave us pretty much everything that was coming on the first day. This isn't even, I didn't mention this in the script, right? But one of the weeks, they literally gave us new costumes. That's it, recolored costumes as an update. Playground costumes, bro. Playground costumes, bro. And then they didn't give us anything like the following week, I think. Like, bro, what is this, bro? What is this, bro? With all of that, plus the Playground Online update and tons of quality of life changes, I'd say 2024 earns a solid spot in A tier as well. Hey, I also forgot, but in the script, I didn't mention Bumibith. They also added the Ethereal Quimp, so that also keeps that A tier. That's why it's at A tier in the first place. So yeah, I just want to mention that. Finally, we have the ongoing 2025 anniversary. This year's event has already given us the 13th anniversary monument, the introduction of triple element rare ethereals on Ethereal Workshop, rare enchantling on Magical Sanctum, new costumes like Mammoth's Bill costume and Drumpler's Tune-Up Mechanic costume, and even the recording studio on Steam. It's not quite on the same level as 2023's anniversary, but it's still an impressive lineup that's kept the streak of strong anniversary months alive. I'd place 2025 in B tier, at least for now until we get the finale. this is my complete ranking of every single anniversary month we've gotten in the history of the game. And so if you disagree with anything, comment down below, let me know. And if you like this video, please drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.